Welcome to Destiny 2, bitch!
As it was previously stated, is Destiny 2. Now, Austin, I see you played some of the Warlock.
Played is a very loose way to describe it, but yes, I spent a little time with the Warlock and
Got your little notes?
and then the beta. Yeah, I wrote down some notes because I really don't play as the Warlock ever.
It's a little fresh taste, fresh little slate on the idea of the Warlock.
Yeah, especially since I never touched it in the first one, so this is like it's just a whole new experience.
Austin gets a little grand perspective.
All right, can you just talk about it for us?
Okay, well, let's see. I wrote down some notes here. So the first thing we could talk about is we'll start off with some basic shit. The jumps. The Warlock for the Dawnblade class has a strafe jump, which you can hover in air and you can kind of strafe left and right and stuff and kind of control your momentum and do all that. And then you got a burst glide where you can just kind of like glide through the air and do little bursts and just kind of and just float along. I mean, they're all pretty much glides of different variants. And then you got balance glide, which more or less just gives you some more control over your gliding ability. Let's see, and then there's the class skill, which is done by holding down the B button, and you get two special things with it. You can either do the Empowering Rift, which allows you to deal bonus damage to enemies. You can use it to buff yourself, and you can buff your teammates with it, which I thought was pretty cool.
It sounds pretty useful, especially for striking.
Yes, that wasn't in Destiny 1, so that's a whole new thing.
Yeah, the class skill thing is a totally brand new thing that they've introduced.
It's locked to the B button.
Yep, you hold that shit down and you can do it. And you can also switch and do another one, which is your Healing Rift, which obviously, as the name states, you can heal yourself, you can heal teammates, all that are within inside of the little perimeter of the area thing.
Now, Austin, you were never a Warlock player.
I was not. I only ever played Titan and Hunter.
You didn't know that the Solar class for Warlock, the max ability, gave you the ability to revive.
Well, I
yourself.
knew about that, but I never got to actually experience it firsthand.
And
I knew about the self-res.
before you could get that ability, you had the ability to spam grenades, which I did love doing that.
Oh.
But this, you get to use a sword. What'd you think of the sword?
Oh, I loved using the sword. I thought it was a really fucking cool thing. You pull this big flaming sword of death, and you're just like, and you're just going around, you're just casting out like bolts of fucking evil, fiery, raining death. And it was just a lot of fun to use, and it makes me kind of want to play with the Warlock some more in like the actual full game.
I noticed that insane hit detection with that Dawnblade. You can hit multiple enemies at once with one swipe.
Yeah, if you're good enough with it, you can take out a lot of enemies at once. And then as far as the solar grenade, as far as the grenades go, there is the solar grenade, which is just a kind of standard explosion deal solar damage grenade, and then you got firebolt grenade, which I think is the one that will like seek out enemies, and then you got the I can't even read my own fucking handwriting. You got the something grenade. I don't even fucking know. I can't even read my own goddamn handwriting. That's pretty bad. And then you got a few different things that come with your special, your class, whatever, that's called Attunement of Sky, which has a few different extra little perks on it. There's the Winged Sun, the Heat Rises, the Icarus Dash, and the Swift Strike. The one I thought was pretty cool was the Icarus Dash, which while you're up in midair, you can double tap B, and you can basically kind of do like a shade step, and you can like dash like left, right, forward, backwards.
Could you do that in the first one?
I don't think so. Unless you had a special piece of gear.
Oh, you meant... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is standard with your character. You don't have to have any special gear.
No cooldown?
Yeah, there's a 10-second cooldown for the Icarus Dash.
That doesn't seem so good.
It's not the greatest, but I mean, you can use it for a bit of a tight situation and get out of it, and you're good to go. And then we got the other class, subclass, which is your Void Walker. It does jump-wise, you got the Strafe Glide. As of like before, you could just strafe around. Then you got Blink, which I was not a very big fan of. I don't like it too much. I didn't think it was too effective. Maybe some people can utilize it better. But you just jump in there and you tap A, and then he'll kind of like go like shaw and like dash forward. And
yeah, I hate it when the Hunter and the Warlock class did that in PvP. I hated that so fucking much.
I just didn't find it useful personally. And then you got the Burst Glide, which you had that with the other class too. And then as far as your class skills, which is holding down your B button, it's still the same. You can either do a health buff or a damage buff. And then you got your grenades, which are the vortex grenade, the axiom bolt, and the scatter grenade, all which are pretty cool. And there's also a special thing to note about the warlock. If you hold down your grenade button, whatever grenade that you have equipped, I think, is it just for the Voidwalker class, or is it for both subclasses?
Which one is that?
The hold down grenade, the charge grenade.
That's just with Voidwalker.
Okay, yeah. For the Voidwalker, if you hold down your grenade button, you can charge it up. It'll eat away some of your super. It'll drain like some of your super energy. But the more you hold it down, the more powerful of a grenade it becomes, and it can become.
Yeah, notice how the super meter goes down as he's holding it in his hand.
Yeah,
I saw that.
It'll slowly drain, but it makes it for a more powerful blast. And I think we have some clips of that we'll throw in there to show you.
Each different grenade has its own effect, so they're all a little different.
You know what? I was disappointed. The Warlock's special exotic weapon they get, I think, was kind of weak.
Oh, the
SMG thing.
It's cool though because I like the chain lightning effect that it has. I thought that was pretty neat.
Did you just drop a healing thing?
Like the
right there?
Zalos.
Yeah, I think. Actually, I'm not sure which one I dropped. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I really don't know the names of the shit.
Yeah, I really don't know
That
either.
well.
And then for the Voidwalker class, you got the Nova Bomb, which is just a big fucking ball of evil death that it can hover around and it can hit enemies. And something I thought was cool, which I don't know if they had it in the first game or not.
Yeah, I liked. I don't mean to interrupt, but the big void death ball.
Yeah.
I loved how it tracked that. That guy through the fucking air and wrecked him.
It just hovers them,
and then it exploded.
Yeah, and then there's a cluster
and it had little
bomb thing,
baby,
and, like,
little baby death
yeah,
balls.
little baby ones that shoot off and they take out enemies. So I thought that was fucking awesome as well. And I mean that's pretty much the Warlock class in a nutshell. I mean we're just here talking about the class and
so
stuff.
So you're definitely more excited to play as the Warlock this time around.
I kind of do want to spend a little more time as the Warlock. I think I'll definitely main either a Titan or a Hunter, preferably probably a Hunter. But I do think I might put some time in.
So
as the,
from what you've
Warlock.
seen, do you think the Warlock is really good at PvE? Do you think it's really good?
I think it's balanced, honestly. I think they're all decently good at what they
It
do.
feels pretty balanced. I mean, it just depends on your playstyle and I mean whatever. But I think overall, I mean, yeah, they're good. I think the using the fucking.
I think the Warlock is, I don't know, more of a support character because you got that healing rift and the damaging rift.
If you work,
dude, that damaging rift, people are going to use that for the bosses.
They're good for control with,
If
with the grenade and the Voidwalker and the Dawnblade.
If you work in tandem with like a Titan or something like that, and he'll throw down their shield and stuff, and then you can use a buff. You can be behind him behind his shield, pop it up, and dealing extra damage or fucking healing people. I mean, like it's pretty great. I think that my favorite class though is probably the Dawnblade class because I love swords and stuff and being able to wield a flaming sword of death and just take out shit. It's
well,
cool.
there might be even a third class we don't know about yet.
I'm guaranteeing there will be. They're gonna do the Bungie thing.
There's the third subclass that hasn't been released
They're
yet.
gonna do the Bungie thing and release it later. But anybody got any final notes? I mean, I've pretty much said what I need to say. All right, so Warlock has fucking cool sword, has cool jumps, different kinds of awesome grenades, and then you got the Nova class, which you do big ball of evil death, cluster bombs off, and it attacks other enemies, and you got your charge grenade, and it's just cool shit and have a good old time. Fuck. Alright guys, well we'd like to thank you very much for joining us on this review of the Warlock in Destiny 2. Be checking out the full game when it comes out, and be looking for our other reviews of the other classes we'll be doing. So check out some of our other videos perhaps, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody.